Hello, this is going to be lesson A9, Rationals and Problem Solving. Basically, some definitions here to start. Ratio is the same as a fraction of two quantities. Okay, of two of the same quantities, so basically 2 over 3 and things like that. So ratio basically is a fraction. A proportion basically is two fractions equal to each other. So if you have, for example, 2/3 equals 4/9, this is a proportion. You have two fractions equal to each other. And then rate is a fraction of two different quantities. For example, 50 miles over 3 hours. Okay, this will be a rate. Okay, so let's look at some examples here. Example number 1. In the US, 7 out of 25 homes are heated by electricity. At this rate, how many homes in a community of 36,000 homes would be heated by electricity? So basically, when we read the problem here, we have 7 out of 25 homes. So this would be the number of homes and the number on top would be the number of heated homes. Okay, and basically we can set up a proportion because 7 out of 25 homes are heated. Now if I have 36,000 homes, and that will be the total number of homes, so that will go on the bottom. The problem is asking me to find the number of heated homes, so that will be my unknown on top. And basically what I'll do is cross multiply. This would be 25x equals 7 times 36,000. Then I'm going to divide by 25 on both sides. And when I divide by 25 cancels. And when I punch this in the calculator, I'll get 10,080 heated homes. And that's it. Alright. Now let's look at another example here. Example number 2. Melissa can clean the house in 4 hours. Her husband can clean in 5 hours. How long will it take to clean the house together? Basically, in this problem, we're talking about the speed or how fast somebody can clean a house. So we have Melissa, speed, and we have her husband, the husband's speed. And if we add them together, we're going to have the together speed. Okay? So, Melissa has a job, clean the house. How fast does she do? She cleans one house in 4 hours. Her husband cleans the same house in 5 hours. So, here's the house. How fast do they clean? So this would be the job, and this would be how fast they do it. So the question is, the speed of the wife plus the speed of the husband will give you the speed of them together. So if you notice here, I have an equation with fractions or rationals. And basically what I'm going to do, if you remember, we line up our denominators. We have 4, we have 5, and we have x. So my LCD will be 4 times 5 times x, which is the same as 20x. So in other words, I'm going to multiply each term over here by 20. So it'll be 20 times 1 over 4. And I don't know why I put this parenthesis here. Alright. So basically I'm taking each term here and multiplying by 20. And when I do that, I'll be able to get rid of the fractions. And I forgot to multiply by 20x. So I'm sorry, 20x here, 20x over here. Alright, last one, 20x. Apologize for that. Alright, so the 20 is going to cancel with the 4, so this becomes 5x, and 5x times 1 is 5x, plus the 5 cancels the 20, becomes a 4x. 4x times 1 is 4x. And here the x cancels and I'm left with 20. So if you notice, I get a very simple equation, which is 9x equals 20. Divide both sides by 9. That means x equals 9 goes into 20 2 times. Copy the 9. 9 times 2 is 18. To get to 20, I need 2 more. So that means it's going to take them 2 hours and a few minutes to clean the house together. Okay? Alright, let's go on to the next problem. Here I have a problem where I have Alan can word process a research paper in 6 hours. With Steve Isaac's help, the paper can be processed in 4 hours. How long will it take Steve to word process the paper alone? So a similar problem to the one before. We have Alan's speed to complete a job, and we have Steve speed completed the same job, and we have the speed together. So we have a job Alan completes in 6 hours. We have the same job, and Steve, we don't know how fast he completes it, so we're going to call it X. And we have the same job. Together, they can complete from 4 hours. So basically, same as before. Line up your factors. So 6. Actually, 6. 6 is like the prime factorization of 6 is 2 and 3. So 6 would be 2 times 3. We have an x for the second, and for the third one we have 4, which breaks down as 2 times 2. So that means this would be 2 squared. So where's my LCD? Is a list of all the factors to the highest exponent. So I have 2 and 2 to the second. So the LCD would be 2 to the second times 3 times x. 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12. So my LCD is 12x. With numbers like this, you can always ask yourself, what number does 6 and 4 go into? And you can think in your head that it's 12, and you add the x. Okay, so you can either do this, or you can do it mentally to figure out your common denominator there. Okay? Alright, but anyway, we found the common denominator to be 12x. I'm going to multiply by that 1/6 plus 12x times 1 over x equals 12x times 1/4. Now let's do the canceling. 6 cancels with 12x and becomes 2x. Then here the x cancels, so I'm left with 12. And over here this cancels and becomes 3x. So now all I have to do is get the x alone. So this would be 12 equals 3x minus 2x. 12 equals x. So that means Steve can complete the job in 12 hours. Alright, this completes the lesson for today for rationals and problem solving. Thank you very much for your time, and have a great day.